How is everybody doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about Tesla stock. Oh my goodness, it's up over 14% today. Actually, after hours it's up like almost 15%. So in the last two trading days it is up 20%, which is crazy, especially since the S&P is down today. Like overall markets are down, but Tesla has like exceeded that and went even higher. We're gonna be talking about why this is happening, giving you my thoughts about it. Now, a lot of people are like, because there's literally no news that came out today. Tesla did absolutely nothing. The stock just randomly shot up. Now, you guys know, if you've been around Tesla stock any time within the last few years, it doesn't usually trade with the markets. Like, it's pretty crazy. Basically, what people are saying has been happening, a few articles have been saying, is that post-pandemic, after all of this is done, a lot of people think that, like, the general consensus is that Tesla stock or Tesla as a whole company will be doing a lot better and in a lot better situation than other automakers. If you look at Ford stock today, it's down 4%. It went from like 450, it was trading up. It absolutely plummeted, especially since Tesla shot straight up. Now, like, Tesla is worth, like, can buy Ford like about 6 times over now. So Tesla is zooming past them, especially if you go in the last if you look at the yearly chart, just the year to date, it's down so much compared to Tesla. So I think the general consensus is that they're going to be in a much better situation. The demand will be there after everything is over with, and people feel like in general the company or more people will be looking at it as a better, more sustainable thing, as better car, better like value as well. Now, there wasn't any news at all that came from Tesla, so it is pretty crazy that it just shot straight up 20% just in 2 days, especially with the market going down. That could even be seen as a bigger upswing of that stock. So yeah, stock Ford fell 4% and said and issued a profit warning, which means that they might not even be profitable because they've halted production. And especially the older automakers, they are much slower to get back on their feet. So like, this is pretty common that these they're called legacy automakers, like the very original automakers. They're very slow companies. So like, it's gonna take them like a few weeks just to get all the staff back in, while Tesla can do that overnight just because of how fast they are in adopting and stuff like that, adapting. Now, if you look at just the quarterly numbers, obviously Ford issued a warning that they're probably gonna do pretty bad this last quarter, but while Tesla like even beat their expectations, they beat Wall Street's expectations, and they're actually, I believe they set a brand new record for their sales as well, even though the Model Y has been out, but they beat sales like crazy. If you actually look at like Teslas in the market, I've been looking at it quite a while. Not many people at all are selling their vehicles. A lot of people are holding on to their vehicles. Like a few people are selling it just for emergency reasons, like 1 or 2 out of the whole state. But there's still a lot of demand for that car. People are still buying it even during these times when no one's driving. But if you take a look at like any gas cars, people are trying to get rid of them, that they don't need them. They need the money as soon as possible. But a lot of people are hanging onto their Teslas, either because they're more valuable, they have no reason to get rid of them because they save so much money for them. And just in general, you can kind of tell just from me looking at those things that the demand is definitely still there. If not, it's somewhat at an all-time high. This is a great point right here. It's basically saying that those automakers were already in a deep hole. If you look at Ford, I keep using Ford as an example. Even before this pandemic, if we just start from January or beginning of February, it's down 40%, right? But before that, it was down. If you go from before January and February, if you go before February 1st, it was already down 6% of the year. But if you remember the S&P, the yearly chart right before the pandemic, if you go beginning of February, the stock market was up 11%. Actually, no, let's go year to date. Did I go to year to date? Okay, no, I was using the 1 year chart anyway. So yeah, in the 1 year chart, right in the beginning of February, it was up. The stock market was up 11%. So Ford, instead of like even breaking even on that 11%, maybe they made 1%. They didn't exactly keep up with the market. No, they not only didn't go up 10%, they went down 5%. All of this happened before the pandemic. So Ford was already in big trouble in terms of their stock and their growth this year. So if we throw the pandemic on top of it, it is basically putting them in a big, like in a deep hole. They're basically in a really bad situation. If your big investors aren't going to be like, yeah, man, Ford is going to be big in the future, let's put our money there. That's not really what it is. A lot more people are putting their money in Tesla or even automakers that actually have some electric cars built or are more advanced, unlike Ford and companies like that, which is a very good point that this site made. Now, this isn't specifically, obviously, we all knew this already, so this probably just added on top of it with all this coming out that added to the stock going up like this. And also it says that like Tesla is basically what all the automakers are trying to do right now. They're all trying to be Tesla. So I'm seeing that their numbers are not good at all right now. It's probably another indicator. They see that Ford is going down. Okay, let's buy Tesla because we know Ford is going down. Obviously, people have to buy cars somewhere, so they're all going to Tesla. So I think that's kind of like where the stock growth, the demand is there for the stock. So that is pretty much it for this video. Now, hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. If you made it to the end, like, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. So if you guys can drop a like and subscribe to this channel, that would be really appreciated. Also, if you guys want to sign up for the Webull brokerage, I'm going to leave a link down below. If you sign up, you're going to get 2 free stocks of Webull and literally deposit any amount and you get that. It's a very good brokerage. A lot of my subscribers have done it, so thank you guys for those that have signed up. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.